thing about his behavior in particular that I've always wondered about is, a lot of people that go and visit the museum, they claim they have all of these horrible things happen after their visit if they don't ask him permission for X, Y, and Z. My question for you is like, as his caretaker, do you believe that that's actually Robert doing something, or is that like psychological effects of the people visiting being fearful of their behavior
I
after
think
the fact?
I think it's both, and that's a
Okay.
great question. So what I believe happens, there's the little girl spirit inside of Robert the doll, and I saw somebody mention in the comments earlier that they thought the angry nanny was a legend. Um, the legend part is that there was an angry nanny who made Robert the doll, and we found out he was a stife. But in my research, I was able to find out that the Ottos had a nanny named Emmeline Abbott, and looking at census records, I discovered that she lost a child sometime between 1900 and 1910, which is the time that Robert the Doll arrived. So what we think happened is the child died. The child was probably attracted to that magic in Robert the Doll because Gene Otto's father was a doctor. So the child, would have been brought to the Otto home when it was sick or ill or dying or whatever happened to it. So we think this child entered the doll, and then when people come to the museum and see the doll, when they're disrespectful, when they flip the doll off or stick out their tongue and do things like that, uh, it hurts the child's feelings. And they're protectors. So one of the psychics from Discovery Channel, she was down, and Cindy Kaza, she said that she picked up that there was this portal inside of Robert, meaning multiple entities. And to me, I always knew there were multiples, but the portal made sense because imagine this: you disrespect the little girl spirit, one of those spirits comes out and latches onto you, and it follows you home and takes over your thoughts and makes your life hell, causes the issues. And then somebody else can come in 5 minutes later and disrespect the little girl. There's another spirit there. That explains why there can be dozens of people or hundreds of people at the same time who are feeling a possession from Robert. So I think that's what's going on. It's like the child, the elemental, and the protectors. And there's so much energy going on there. But then I think there's a lot of people who go up there as well, and bad things happen. And it's easy to say, well, I visited the haunted doll. That must be why my mom died. Um,
Right.
you know,